Hello, and welcome to the Tavern Chat Podcast. I'm your host, Eric Tenkar, your bartender in the OSR, your main proprietor of the Tenkar's Tavern blog. Yesterday was 10 years for the blog, which means all things tavern have their root in 10 years ago. And I got a very touching voicemail, and I thought I would share it with you all before going into the regular topic of today's podcast. So without further ado, let's listen to the voicemail.
Hi, Eric. It's Chris Bishop from Omens and Portents blog. Happy 10th anniversary on your show. I would just like to let you know a few things that your show has done for me and my family. I stopped gaming pretty much when I got out of the military in 2002 because a tornado wiped me out and took every last thing I had. That and medical issues that came from service-related stuff led me to not start gaming again really until about 2012, 2013. And when I discovered your blog, it led me in many ways to rediscover my love of it. I've used it to help my son with his autism so that he can learn how to socialize with people in trying circumstances in a safe environment. I've done it for schools. So, man, you've done a lot of good in 10 years, buddy. Thank you. Happy anniversary.
Chris, I'm really, I don't know what to say. Thank you. I know you're thanking me, but I'm thanking you. Because that is what gives meaning to what I do. I took a creative writing course in college way back in the days, late 80s, I guess. And Professor Titel was a bit of a hipster. He said that when it came to writing, if all you're doing when you write is you're writing for yourself, it's just mental masturbation. If you are serving an audience, it's an art. I'm not saying that the podcast or the blog are in any way art, but it is a blessing to know that it has, if not helped people, at least brought some entertainment and joy to those that read it or listen to the podcast. And for that, I am ever grateful. So thank you. And thank all of you. So, by the way, and just Chris, just so you know, I got like sappy eyed when I listened to your message initially. Yes, yes, I admit to that, folks. I do get sappy and emotional at times, which is why I didn't share it like yesterday, because then I would have been like, and I'll explain my allergies. And the cat just sneezed too with that. Good going, Ash. Now, today, I'd like to talk about a new series that is up on Amazon. Now, I've only watched the first episode. It's Good Omens, Amazon Prime. I must say, I was already predisposed to really enjoying it, or should I maybe not really predisposed to enjoying it? Because I was also going to be a harsh critic, because I have read the book. It's by Neil Gaiman, Terry Pratchett, two of my favorite authors. And I've read it at least twice, once in hardcover, once in paperback. Might have been a third time. Listened to the audiobook 3 times over the years since it first was published. It is one of my favorite stories of the written word. And Amazon has brought it to us. And I guess you could say miniseries. It looks like to be 8 episodes. And I just watched the first episode with my wife, Rach. And at the end of the episode, we turned to each other. And Rach, what did we say? That was good. It was fucking good. It was really well done, works on many levels. I don't want to spoil any of this for you all, but if you ever saw the movie or read the book, The Omen, You've got an idea how the setup is going to be. Here, I'll tell you what happens in the Omen. In the Omen, uh, baby gets switched, and the political family, the diplomat family, gets the Antichrist as their son. Um, let's just say that there's a similar plot happening here, but things don't quite go as planned. It is an excellent show. The acting is top notch. The script is great. Neil Gaiman, apparently, from what I'm looking at, is credited with writing the first episode, which means not only was he a co-writer on the book, but he wrote the adaptation to TV, uh, binge watching. I can't see, having watched the first episode, that how this could ever have been put into a movie of 2.5, 3 hours. There's just too much. It would have required too much of a compression of the storyline. It would have been like, oh, I don't know, how they fucked up Game of Thrones season 8. None of that's happening here. It is fucking good. So if this is a rant, it's a fucking good rant. If you have Amazon Prime, my God, watch this. Even my folks at my physical therapy, okay, I mentioned this when Game of Thrones was wrapping up, that this was coming up. And on Friday at my physical therapy appointment, Mike, who's one of the guys at physical therapy, he was like the manager, um, he's like, oh, yeah, Good Omens is coming out. You know, is it today or tomorrow? Like, oh, yeah, I'm really excited. And as we're talking about it, we hear it advertised on the radio. So, yes, Amazon is putting full force behind this, as well they should. As well they should. This is what you should be getting on your streaming services for original content, stuff like this, because it's awesome. So here I am. I'm fanboying. Fanboy. Watch it. If you don't have Prime, find a friend. What can I tell you? All right, folks. On that note, again, thanks to all of you that listen. I do hope that I add something. And maybe not every time that you listen, but I hope you get something out of this. I my career in law enforcement, my goal, I figured if I have 20 years, I can change one life for the better, make a difference in one life. I've accomplished what God has put me out there for. And I know I probably changed 2 or 3 lives at least that I know of on that job. So to be able to have an impact on folks either through the blog or through the podcast or through the communities that we have attached to here, um, it's amazing. It really, that is the currency that I thrive on. So if you want to make me feel good, that's how you make me feel good. Thank you. God bless. Be safe. Roll those dice and roll those dice well. And I will talk with you all tomorrow. Thank you, folks. Laters.